lovely people. Welcome to another exciting episode of the So podcast. It's a new week, new energy, new focus, new direction. But if the previous week didn't go well for you, So
So.
it's going to be fine. Okay, so I am Irabna and I'm doing this with
The native son. Welcome to another exciting week. We want to extend our sincerest apologies to our amazing listeners because last week we had a lot of complaints coming in that my microphone wasn't really working. So we sincerely apologize for that. We hope that this week is better. But then So in this week's episode, we're going to talk about self-care is
yeah.
healthcare. Yeah,
Self-care is healthcare. It is.
yeah. But not the traditional self-care that we all have subscribed to. Not the normal day-to-day concoction that you concoct in the morning, your spirituals, and then you apply on your face, and then no. We are going to talk about everything in between.
As in, we are going to delve deeper into what self-care actually is and how it influences your health
Exactly.
in the broader
So we have
spectrum.
categorized them into 4 parts, which is physical self-care,
Yeah.
emotional, and then psychological healthcare, and then social healthcare, and then spiritual healthcare.
Okay.
So what is self-care?
Oh, self-care is basically taking good care of yourself, but it comes in various forms. Sometimes when we say self-care, we think about probably having a bubble bath or having a face mask or just going on a regular exercise.
Having
But
a CeraVe product.
those are self-care, but it goes way beyond that. So when we talk about physical self-care, you are basically taking care of your physique. So that is where the face masks and those things come inside. You cater for your looks, you cater for your physical outfit,
Yeah.
your gymming. I don't know if I'll ever hit the gym, but probably when I get to a point where
I'll drag you to the gym, don't worry.
oh, he is a gym enthusiast. Yeah.
I mean, you need to keep the body in shape too.
Me, when I go
Look
to the
good.
gym, I have 2 places I want to build.
Where?
If you know, just give it to us in the comment section. It's just 2 places I want to
Oh,
build.
I mean that has become the routine now. You guys want to build the areas that you feel will attract as the men, but
Do you
then
know the 2 places I'm talking about that you're
of
bringing?
course I do. Of course I do.
Okay, so physical health care or physical self-care. You are looking out for your physical strength. You are looking out for how you look. I mean, regular bath, regular I know we have people who don't like
Personal
taking
hygiene.
personal hygiene. People don't like taking their bath. This one I can't really talk plenty. Can't
I
really
can.
talk plenty
I
about
can.
this
Please
one.
give me the chance because you don't want to wake up in the morning and then say you not brush your teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to go around talking to people and then people are shooing away from you.
Yeah.
That's actually bad.
Yeah.
So, in as much as you're having like a nice appearance, you should take care of your oral health care, right? It's all part of the physical health care. How you appear, how you speak, the scent or the odor that is coming from you should be nice. I mean, you can say hi and then everybody will be like, hello.
Ha. Oh my
That's actually
God.
bad. So
Yeah.
you need to take care of yourself. You need to take in a lot of fruit and then vegetables because they are essential for like your
Exactly.
well-being. You need to
So
eat
you
well.
should know
Eat
that
well.
bathing is part of self-care, and in the long run, it affects your health care as well. And we have mental and emotional health care or self-care. And I actually align with this one so much because
Oh, everybody does.
here in our part of the world, we don't really put a lot of light on mental health. You just tell your friend that, oh, I'm having a freeze trauma reflex, and the
What
person
is
will be
that?
like, what are you talking about?
What is that? I don't even know what you're talking
What are you
about.
talking about? Please stop.
But then these conditions they are real, right? We are
Yeah.
humans, and then we are allowed every emotions, and then every emotion is valid. So
Yeah.
we don't have to ignore our emotions and then wait for them to bottle up, because if things bottle up and then they come out, like, it's crazy, because that's when you are getting depressed. That's when your anxiety attack comes over. So we shouldn't take these things lightly at all, because
Yes.
our mental states and then our emotions are very, very essential to like our general well-being.
Yeah.
If you are not in a sane mind, or you are not thinking properly, or you're having a stressful like week, a stressful routine, you'll be ineffective. Like you
That's
won't be
true.
able to do a lot of
That's
things.
true.
So you need to take care of your mental health care. Your emotions are valid. So if you need to be angry, and then express it in a way that in the end you are not hurting yourself, or you're not hurting anybody.
Okay.
And then if you need to cry, you should cry, because it's part of emotions. Sometimes but one thing, one thing you should not do, you should never do, is cry and then you pick a phone to record yourself. And then after that, you post it on social
Why?
media. Why would you do that? So don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't
No.
cry and then record ourselves, except maybe at excuse me to say, a funeral, and then your friend records
But
you.
why would you do that?
Why? People do that. I mean,
Oh my god.
you pick a phone and then you record yourself crying. I mean, what kind of sympathy are you looking for? If you need to reach out to somebody, please do, but then don't cry and then record yourself.
I
That's
can't
actually
control
bad.
myself. Okay, so with the mental and emotional self-care, you can actually get into journaling, where you channel your emotions
True.
into writing. And people, when people do that, they come out with very powerful
Yeah, I
pieces.
think I write best when I'm a bit emotional. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
So you can take journaling when you feel like you are bottled up with a lot of emotions. You can write your emotions down. You can talk to your book as well. I remember when I was young, I used to talk to God through writing. I would just take a sheet and
Dear
write, "Dear
God,
God."
I believe you will not see
I,
this.
I, I still I still have some of those
Oh,
letters there. I
yeah.
watched the movie. Was it a letter to God or something? That made me learn that kind of thing.
Oh,
And
that's
another
good.
thing you can do is to seek therapy or counseling. And when you say, "Oh, I'm in therapy," people will be looking like you as if it's a white thing. It's a white thing.
It's a
But we
white
can
man's
embrace it
disease.
as well, because it's good to have somebody to share your grief, to share whatever
Sometimes
whatever
it
you are
might not even be
going.
a professional.
Yeah,
So it can be
yeah,
your friend, your confidant.
yeah,
Sometimes you are not necessarily looking for the person to, help you, because sometimes some situations can't be helped. There are things that you need to express how you feel about them, so that it makes you feel better in the end.
yeah.
So if you are going through something and then you think you can talk to somebody about it, you talk to the person,
Speak up.
because if you don't talk about it, nobody knows how you're feeling,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So you only know how you're feeling. If you don't talk to me, oh Chris, I'm having a hard time. So can we talk? That's when I can meet you where you at, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then if you are silent and then you keep to yourself, I might not know if I'm not observant, because I'm also dealing with something else,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there are a whole lot of things that you can be going through, but then once you talk to somebody, maybe the person might not even say a lot, just one word, and then you feel like you are fine. Yeah, I can do this. Sometimes you just need a tap on the shoulder,
Mm.
and then you are good to go.
But I really like the way the youth of nowadays are embracing their mental health, because at first you wouldn't hear someone say, "I'm depressed" or "I'm anxious,"
Oh,
but right
but
now people are really vocal about it.
don't you
Though
think
sometimes people,
misuse it?
I don't want to say fool for a lack of a better word. I'm
People
sorry.
misuse it.
Yeah, you are hungry and you're
Small
like
thing,
you're
I'm depressed.
depressed.
Master, if
Go
you are
and
going
find.
to whatever you are going through, eat first. I'm telling you again, eat
Yeah,
first, because food is very, very, very essential. You
but
can't be saying, I'm depressed, and then you've not eaten. Master, you come, eat first.
yes. So it's quite exciting that people are starting to embrace their mental health. And I think in Ken University, every college has a counselor. I think two counselors or so.
Yeah,
And I don't know if students are patronizing it. It would be nice to patronize these things if you're a student and you're going through a lot of these
very
things.
true.
Just open up and talk to somebody. That is where you're going to find out, because if you don't speak, no one is
But then
listening
why
to
do you
you.
think people don't reach out to their friends, or reach out to these available opportunities for them to speak up?
The thing is, we are not used to these things. And if you're actually in a typical Ghanaian home, and you are moody and you are there. Your mother is angry that you are there. You are just there doing
There
nothing.
was this
So she won't ask you what is wrong with you. She doesn't. It's not like she doesn't care. She doesn't understand. Count sorry, Nekoye,
there was this video that was trending. It was like you're having a mental breakdown in an African. You're crying, and then your mom would be like, "Ama," and then you'd be like, "Yes, come and wash the dishes."
Yeah.
You can't even be depressed in peace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's that a perception that people don't really care about what you're going through because of what we are used to from the upbringing we have had. Do you get? But I feel like it's high time that we start to speak up because we the youth are starting to embrace our mental health.
I also feel like
And the
sometimes it's communication um between, I think, maybe the person suffering and then the person that they confide in.
yeah.
So if you don't create an atmosphere for people to feel let's say comfortable to share what they are going through with you, it will be hard for them to speak up. In as much as we are advocating for people to speak up about their feelings, if we don't create these avenues, like the energy that they get around you is not good, they won't. So I think I have compiled like a few things that you can go to, like say to somebody who wants your help. Let's say if somebody reaches out to you and then the person needs your help.
Okay, self-care doctor. Give it to
Okay.
us.
So I think they are 10, and then I'm going to rush through them.
Okay.
So after here, we'll post them on our social media platform. So if you didn't quite get it, you can go back to them and then
All
make
right.
references. So one goes like, "Thank you for letting me know what's going on with you. I must admit I am not in a good mental state right now, but I still want to support you. Can we discuss this later today or this week?" So your friend is not feeling well, or like they're having a mental breakdown. They
Yeah.
reach out to you to talk to you about it, but then you are also not having a good time. You can excuse yourself. You can let the person know that you're also not having a good time, or you want to reschedule the conversation. And then that's actually good
Yeah,
because,
what if the person does something to him or herself? Probably at that particular time, the person needs somebody to talk to.
yeah,
Because
there are,
I watched this movie. Was it 13 Reasons Why? She committed suicide, and there were lots of reasons that made her make the final decision. Her friends, her teachers,
yes.
and all those things.
You don't necessarily have to, like, there are a lot of reasons, right?
Yeah.
You can ask the person, what support are you looking for?
Yeah.
If it's urgent, like, they should be honest with you. Maybe I need financial support.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You can make time. It
Sometimes
depends.
when you don't have money, that's when you become mostly different.
And then two, do
Mm-hmm.
you feel comfortable telling me more about what's happening? Let's
Yeah.
say if somebody wants to talk to you, like, you need to give them that space, like what I said, create a space, an atmosphere for them to feel comfortable. So you ask them,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to poke your nose necessarily into what they are feeling. Sometimes certain things are hard to talk about.
Yeah.
You can't, like, you just want to vent, or you just want to talk to somebody,
You want
but
someone
then
to
not
listen.
everything into details. So
Yeah.
whatever they are sharing, you need to limit yourself to that. If they want to share more, yes, they do. And then three, I understand things may be difficult. Take as much time as you need to share with me. That's a sentence on the second one. Let's say they are in a difficult spot, but then they want to open up to you. So you give them time to, get themselves together, and then they can share with you. And then four, do you mind if I provide some feedback on what you just shared? So let's say they talk to you about it, but then you don't have like a professional's point of view on it. You can also make inquiries, and then
Yeah.
you get back to the person that's actually getting. And then please do, if your friends do come to you and then they say, I want this, and then you want to give them feedbacks later, please do, because you are like a confidant, or they see you to be somebody they can talk to. That is why they came to you. But then if you
Exactly.
don't give them the feedbacks, it will be hard for them to talk to you about
And you
their
might not
emotions.
even know the stage that the person is. Probably
True.
you are the final person the person is talking to you. If you don't give feedback, probably the person might do something to him or herself. So
Yeah.
let's be able to reach out if people come to us for help.
Would it be better for us to talk about this over the phone? I'm available at X to Y time.
Yeah.
So let's say somebody is texting you, text can be limiting sometimes because
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
emotions
yeah.
can be pouring in, and then yeah, but then talking to the person over the phone, sometimes you just need to hear a friendly voice, so you can just find time out of your busy schedule and then talk to them. And then six, what kind of support are you looking for? So if your friend keeps talking to you, or maybe I'm having a tough week, I'm going through a loss, like there is a lot of stress, sometimes it might not be your voice they want to hear, they want money. Send them money.
L'argent n'aime pas
Send them
début.
money, because it's
L'argent.
it's not always work, right? It's not
Yeah.
always words.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to take a little action.
C'est
Send
comme
them some
BDD.
small coins. Oh, Charlie, let me just buy you lunch. Let me
Yeah.
buy you breakfast. That can go a long way,
It
because
does.
I remember one time I posted something on my story, and then somebody was like, I was thanking somebody, right, for this thing that I got is actually believe. And
Yeah.
then I was thanking this person. And then somebody was like, yeah, he's a very kind person. He got me my first birthday cake.
Yeah.
You know, this person doesn't even remember what he did. He was like, who is that? I don't even remember, right? But then this person who was like privileged to receive the cake still remembers it. So it's not always the time that you say, oh, Charlie, Ebefa, take am so. No, 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 no. Sometimes send them money.
Yes.
Me, if I call you, send me money. I want money. I don't want take am so, yeah, Charlie.
You are
Send me
saying take
money.
so you're telling me that you don't want take
No,
so.
send me money. And
The
then
irony.
7, is there something I can do to help you to get through this? Sometimes you just need to know what they want from you. Maybe do you need money? Do you need to talk to somebody? Just something like that. And then, I'm sorry you're going through this at this moment. I'm unavailable to give you undivided attention. But can we revisit this conversation at X to Y time when I can be more available? Let's say you're also having like a busy day or like a tough time. You have undivided attention. You can let them know that your attention is divided, so they should give you some time. You make time. Don't say you have like I can be free. No, there is nothing like free. Nobody has a free time.
Yeah.
But people make time for their
Yeah.
loved ones.
That's true.
So you have to make time for your friends. And then last but one, with my current mental state, I can do X for you at the moment, but not Y. I hope you can understand. You have to be honest with people. Being kind don't necessarily mean that you should kill yourself for people. No, you don't have to kill yourself for people. If somebody needs like two things and then you can provide one, let them know that, oh, I can provide this, but they're not this. And then they can understand. They are
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah.
So they should understand you. And then the last one, I want to support you, but I must admit, I don't think I'm equipped to. I can be here to listen, but is there additional support that you think you can seek? Right? So this is where you refer them to
A
the
professional.
professionals, because you are not really equipped in that area to help them get through whatever they are going through. So you take them to a professional. Maybe do you want to speak to like a counselor? Do you want to speak to somebody else? You direct them, because our mental health is like something that we don't have to play with
Yeah.
at
And
all.
sometimes there's this perception that self-care is selfish. Yeah, being selfish. That's a big
No,
misconception, because
it's not
once
being
you are able
selfish.
to take care of yourself, you'll be able to extend that to others. If you are not in the right state of mind, you won't
Exactly.
be able to extend that help to others. So once you are fine, your mental health, your mental, how should I even say it?
You are
Your mind
fine.
is
Like you have a
clear.
sound mind.
You have a sound mind. You are able to help others when they come seeking for help. And the third one,
Social self care.
exactly, that is basically talking about having good people around you, supportive friends who are ready to listen.
I mean, how can you reach out to people if you don't have a good social like connection with people?
Yeah.
If you don't confide in people, you don't connect with people, how can you reach out to people? Some people don't have friends, they just know people.
Yeah,
But then
that's
they don't
true.
have any friends. They don't have, let me say, a confidant, somebody that you can actually confide in.
That's
They
true.
don't have that at all. So, in as much as you know people, you should also make friends, good friends, because your company is who you are, right?
Yeah.
If you are not keeping a good company, you are not going to like have the best out of it. And then
Even
we're not
even the Bible says evil communication bad communication corrupts good manners.
Yes,
So where
yes,
you find yourself definitely affects you. So if
yes.
you are in the wrong space, definitely you are going to have a wrong mindset. You're going to have a bad perception and all those things. But if you are in the right space, you're going to have a very good mental health
Yeah, you can
because
have a
you
blend
are
of it
with
though.
ex-
You can
what?
have you can have a
What?
blend of
I'm
it.
not doing that.
I mean,
I'm
no, no,
not doing
no,
that.
no. Hear me out. Hear me out. You see, you cannot say I only have good people in my space. That can never happen. Definitely you're going to have like different kind of people, so you need to find, you are the one that needs to find balance between the people that you have around you,
We are talking
because
about a bad person.
no,
Oh.
no,
Let's
not bad,
define.
not bad. Sometimes, yeah, good people can be bad to you. Take this scenario: you have milk, you have soup. They are all edible, right?
Yes.
But then can you mix them together and then eat
No.
them? No,
No.
but then both are good. But
Yes.
then mixing them can be good. So you need to find balance
Hey.
between
This is an
you need
example, dear.
you need to find balance between the two,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes this person can be good in this aspect, and then this person can be good in
So
this
not
aspect.
necessarily bad.
Yes, not necessarily
They
bad.
all have
Good,
the
yeah,
roles they are
where
playing in
they,
your life.
yes,
That's fair.
where they fall short. So
Yeah.
you need to find balance. Okay, this person I can crack jokes with. This person I can talk to about business. This person I can talk to about my relationship. That's how you find balance,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
you keep good company. You find balance between the company that you
Yeah.
keep.
And the final one is the spiritual health care. Spiritual self care.
Kanto
Sorry.
shalabaya.
Being in contact with God. My
Not just God,
friends,
whatever
my
you believe in.
friends, when you're going through a lot and you decide to be in the mood of prayer or you decide to connect with your maker, sometimes you feel so safe because you feel like you don't have the power. It is not your power. It is not your strength to fight for what you've been fighting for. It's he that does it. So when you come to that realization, when you come to that understanding, you feel so comfortable, you feel so calm because it's not your strength. You get, so when you get into that space, you start being more calm and more comforting because you know that somebody is in charge. I
Somebody is in
really
charge.
love that part. So always stay connected with your maker and you always be in a very safe spot. Yeah.
But then spiritual self-care also is a bit broad, because right now the world is changing. People have a lot of beliefs. There are Muslims, there are Christians, there are atheists, there are a whole lot of, spirituality out there. But then what you need to do is that find peace within, right? Whatever you believe in, whatever you connect with, you need to find peace there.
Yeah.
One, meditation. If you think that things are overwhelming for you, you meditate. Through meditation, you have clarity of mind, you have clarity in the things that you are going through. So, I'm a Christian, so me, I will tend to God in prayers all the time. And then if you're a Muslim, you can also pray to Allah. And then the other religions, which I do not know, I don't know what you do, but then I think you all meditate. So you meditate and then you find balance, because
Exactly.
having the sound, the sanity of mind to see things like when you are going through like a loss is like good. So with that, I think we have exhausted the four
Yeah.
categories that we put self-care in.
Exactly.
But then
And let me say something. I think self-care varies from people to people. Probably what you feel comfortable doing, probably it's not somebody's thing. So what brings you joy, what brings you peace, what brings you calmness, that is what you should embrace. So that's why we actually chose this topic so that we were able to prioritize our well-being
yeah.
in helping us in our general healthcare. Yeah.
I call the gym my therapy room.
Yeah.
Whenever I go there, like I feel very free. I feel like I have never seen a community that has a lot of support than the gym.
Really?
Of course,
I don't see it as
because
such.
every time you go there, you have people supporting you, and then it's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
So find your community, people to help you, and then I think it's a good thing. You're going to have like control over like the life adversities that we're all
Yeah.
facing.
And that is where we end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. At least you learned something. If you are not bathing, at least you embrace bathing because it's all
Brush your
part
teeth.
of your self care.
Brush your
Listen to us on all podcast platforms and follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, now X, on Instagram, and on TikTok. Yes, and please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We love you.
Yeah, so whatever you're doing this week, whatever you are wrapping your head around, we wish you the best, and then we hope that you have a good one. If you are going through something, eat first, talk to your friends, seek help.
And take them so.
Take so yes, take so. See you in the next episode.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.